Hey guys, I want to point out the importance of domain rank. In other words, quality backlinks onto your website. So if you take a look, I want to show up for website installer. 720 million results. So 750 million results, right? Now, once we get past the sponsored ads, we have this. I mean, there are a lot of programs out there that install websites and say, website installer. So there's this Ninite. Then there's us. Then there's Microsoft. Then there's Plex. Then there's Installatron. So we're the top 5 for this thing. Can you believe it? I mean, I'm up with $1 billion company, $100 million company. I don't know what this is, $20 million company, right? And we're right here, right alongside these guys. Okay, and then it's ads, right? Now, that's nuts. You might say, okay, it helps you to have the name website-installer.com. Yeah, that's true. But how many of you have a website that's a keyword match name and you look up the keyword and you're not there, right? I mean, that is the commonest thing in the world, okay? Having the domain name doesn't mean nearly enough. It's a good starting point, but you have to either optimize for it or have really good scores. Let me show you. How can I rank that high? Really? I mean, we don't even really optimize for website installers so much as we just talk about it. So first things first, the page does discuss it, okay? Second thing, our websites backlink us. Now, how do you know that the quality is good? Remember how I talk about trust flow versus citation flow? Take a look. There's 73 websites creating together a domain rating of 75. That's like a 1-to-1 ratio. That means every one of these websites effectively is doing a really, really good job, okay, on average, right? Now, of course, there are differences. The domain rating of this site is higher than that one, which is higher than that. But there are very few that are just crap, or not even crap, but literally just don't have any rank at all. Then you get back to websites that do. Now, here's the thing. Many of the websites that you see that backlink us are created by us, and then some are other websites picking us up, which is a very common thing. When other websites want to create external linking for certain keywords, they'll look up the keywords and then rank to whichever ones of the top 5, say, websites are ranking for the keyword. And that way, they're just, sharing the wealth, right, through external links. So if you get high domain rating and, Google, Facebook, Airbnb, those are like 98, 99, 100 websites, right? And we're at 75. That's freaking huge, okay? I've had somebody say, how much does this matter? And the answer is almost none. Google says this, if you have one link on each website, that's what gets you the really high score. If you have more, what is the value of that? Well, if a website has like 100 pages on it, right? Like imagine if all these websites had 100 pages on it and they all had a link on every page, like in the footer or in the sidebar, the related links or something that are linked so that it showed up on every single page, right? Then that'd be 7,300 pages, right? Well, this is less than that, 6,000. If we only had 73 backlinks, one per website, the score would be similar, not as high, but similar, maybe 68. And the only reason to have more backlinks here is for a human value. Like you actually have people coming to your 100 pages, all of them. And so you want to link on every one of those pages to go to if it applies, right? So anyway, otherwise you just need one link per website to get your scores up. But sure, the rating of the domain matters, even the rating of the page that you got the backlink on. Obviously if you have a link on the main page of the site, it'll have a lot more human traffic and a lot more value than a link on some deeper level pages. That's why a lot of people have directory listings that never get visited at all. And they don't know why, but they're not getting any value from it. Let me show you one of those right now. One of the locksmith websites we're working on, okay, I put it in Ahrefs. We're tracking it, okay? Take a look. So auburnlocksmithservice.com, competing with other Auburn locksmiths. And so they all have domain names that invoke Auburn locksmith or something like that. Anyway, you want to show up for the big keywords, right? Auburn locksmiths singular, Auburn locksmiths plural, right? And if you do that, the keyword difficulty, there's a question, well, it's only 4 and 2. Not surprising, there aren't that many Auburn locksmiths, so there wouldn't be that much keyword difficulty. There just aren't that many competitors, okay? But all the pages that exist for the number of competitors, right? There are a lot of pages. Anyway, look at this. I remember when the position of this thing was like a 98 a couple of weeks ago, and now it's up to a 28, okay? And this one shot up from 95, it shot up to 32. Look at that. The position change shot up, right? Just in the past week. We're comparing with a week ago. This went up 25 positions, 2.5 pages on Google. This one went up 6.5 pages on Google. And these are getting closer to the front page, right? Here's the point. Why? The answer, page speed upgrade. Okay? Just that. Why? Because the page was the same in every other respect. Back when it was a 53, it came up from 98 to 53. That's what it earned. Why would it change from 53 to 28? Because we did something new with the website. What did we do? We did not create backlinks for it. Not yet. But we improved the page speed to max. And guess what I get to learn from that? How much that really does affect the ranking improvement. You know, for these keywords that really matter. I mean, these are the most important keywords for the website, basically, right? Because they're the shortest tail. And if you win those, you win a lot of longer tails too. But there you go. All right. What is their keyword difficulty? Let me try to bring this down. I think I need a reset for this. Nothing. 0. Now, let's talk about the quality of backlinks again. There are 3 websites linking to them, and that didn't even budge their domain rating. They're not even at a 1. So these 3 haven't done them hardly any good at all. And they got 38 backlinks spread across those 3 websites. Still, no good, okay? Even though the domain has a high DR. The problem is that the page that was created for them, the page that they put themselves on, I'll show it to you. This page is a deeper level page of the website. Here's the website. That's what's got the 58. This is a section of the website. Probably brings us down. Still pretty high, maybe a 54. Now we're to Auburn, like Washington. That probably lowers us into the teens. Maybe less. Maybe 8. You know, a page authority of 8. And then from there, this particular page barely budges the map. Maybe no one's ever visited this page. You can put links like this into, say, Ahrefs or SpyFu, and you can see the exact amount of traffic these pages get per month. You know, so that's interesting to figure out, right? And so, yeah, I mean, even though they have their link right up in here, and they do, there it is, it doesn't count. Domain itself. Aha, there it is. See that rel equals no follow? One reason that it's a domain rating of 0 is that no matter what the page authority of this page is, this directory no follows everybody except for maybe paid listings, you know, the featured listings, and then they'll follow the links. Okay, very commonly directories, that's one of the things that distinguishes. So if you're not paying, you need the human traffic to come and see your page. That's the traffic you get from humans landing on this page and clicking the link to you or giving you a call or whatever. But you're expecting some people to visit the website, otherwise call you. But if you pay to be in the featured listings or whatever, then what? Then they'll get rid of that no follow tag. And guess what that'll do? That'll drive your domain rating up. Because with a no follow, you cannot get domain rating. Right? They probably have 3 sites that they listed in for free. And that's why they have no domain rating. Well, what do? We create websites and related websites. And we backlink through them as we see fit. And we do it with follow, no follow, user-generated content like UGC, sponsored, no sponsored or not sponsored. I forget what the name is. We can do that. And so we can decide exactly how those links should benefit the websites. And of course, we tend to follow, but nobody should have 100% do follow on a lot of links. That looks wrong to Google. There should be some of each. So we mix and match accordingly, but we can do it through our tiered layers of backlinks. So we can change this. By changing it, these guys can rank higher and for more keywords than they're ranking for now. Does that make sense? And that's what you want too. You want to rank for literally thousands of keyword combinations. And that means you have to be able to rank for enough keyword difficulty, because most keywords have difficulty. 10, 14, 18, 21, 25, 28, 29, 30, and so on and on up. Well, the only way you can rank for those keywords in the top 10 is if your domain rating is at least high enough to accommodate that, right? There is an exact direct link between this here and this here. And the only thing that can change that is if all the competition for your very niche keyword is not targeting the keyword or not strong. It's hard to have 100 websites not targeting, well, targeting a keyword without some of them competing with the rest. Very hard. So, you know, if there is competition, they're pushing, right? There's going to be competition pushing. So the keyword difficulty goes up on most of the keywords you want, at least into the teens. A lot of competitors don't, if they know what they're focused on, that's going to naturally drive keyword difficulty up. They're buying keywords, buyer keywords, it's going to drive them up. But if they don't know what they're doing because they're not web savvy, then they might still be floating around in the middle, but sometimes it only takes two to keep shoving the keyword difficulty up. Except that keyword difficulty is about getting on the front page. It's 10 spots. So if you find any of those guys are failing to have a good domain rating and you can have a better domain rating, then you can beat them for their keyword difficulties on those keywords. But if you want to show up for good keywords, you need to get this number up, right? That's the point. Okay. Like in order to show up for Website Installer on the home page with 750 million results, I needed to have a domain rating like this. And you can tell that we know what we're doing because you got 73 producing a 75. That's pure insanity. That normally doesn't happen. That's very hard. Normally to get 75, you would need some few hundred websites at least, right? But our websites are on point. They're relevant. They are top quality domains. They're built with great page speed, all this stuff. So when we do this, we do it well. Okay, so I think I've made that visually clear. And so I want to make this point. Why again did these guys go up here? Because we did this recently. See, the mobile score is a 98 for performance and a 92 for SEO. No one needs to care about the middle two. That's more for us. Accessibility, it's nice to get that up. But this performance and this SEO matter. Getting them in the green and then desktop. Way nice, right? Now, Google just figured this out recently. Before that, they didn't see it. That's how it happened, though. That's how we took this big leap up and that big leap up. Now, we can't really shove this any higher. It's about maxed out. So obviously, what do we need to do next? Well, we can go revisit those pages and add more content to the pages, append to the pages, add more images, videos, facts, case studies, comparisons, structure to the page. But what else can we do? The biggest thing that we can do at this point? Get backlinks to these guys from other websites, which, I mean, that's easy. We can create them. You can create domain rating or domain authority out of thin air by creating other domains that have no rating to start. But those domains, what do? You use some of them to link to other ones, and then you use some of those to link to the masters, right? So let me show you how that looks real quick, just to remind you. In our remote control tool, okay, check this out. Cross-link website content. It will use the domains down here, not just the home pages, but inner pages as well. And it will look through the paragraphs and it will look at the bullet points for wording that matches any of the pages on the domains we put up here, not just the home pages, any of the inner pages as well. So we can get in paragraph links from home pages and inner pages of these domains, linking to home pages and inner pages of these domains, and they match. The wording that you can click on that takes you to the page matches what the page is about. Google loves that. One reason for a very high rating is because you're matching. You're not just doing it crappy, you're doing it right. You've got relevant verbiage, anchor text wise, pointing at related pages that include those words. Okay, like in the page title, in the headers. Okay, that is huge. And so I could have 50 domains pointing at 50 domains. So these 50 are going to create links to each of those 50 as best as they can. They may not be able to be perfect because some of the pages may not have verbiage in them that matches every one of the 50 down here. So maybe these 50 will try to link to all these 50, but average like 42 domains each. And not all the same 42. You know, it just depends on the wording matches. How perfect? Because that looks human. That's not robotic. It's human. It's really just where the wording matches the wording. So I could do it 50-50. Or I could do 75 down here to backlink 25 up here. I could do 1 down here to backlink 99 up here and give all 99, or at least most of them, maybe 85, some kind of credibility by having at least 1 backlink each. Or I could put 99 down here to backlink 1 to give 1 website backlinks from 99 that are all relevant. You know what's funny about that? I've only got backlinks from 73 websites here that are quality enough to get this high. What if we did do 99 down here to backlink 1, or 2, or 3, or 5, or 10? They might all get like an average of 75 links each out of that stack of 99 down here. Isn't that nuts? We can backlink a bunch of websites, like our website flipping club websites, or for those who are using those projects to create constant traffic flow, CTF websites. Does that make sense? By the way, I can take it further lest we forget. I can add a layer. I can add another layer. I can add another layer. Many as I want. Theoretically, I could do 100. Have 1 backlink, another, which backlinks another, which backlinks another, which backlinks another. Isn't that nuts? And could I use 1 to backlink 5 and then use those to backlink 3, but also I could put a couple of these in here too. I could. Might be a little weird. But could I do 20 to 20 to 20 to 20 to 20? Could I do 10 to 10 to 10 to 10? That's 50 to the other 50. Yeah. Wow. So these 50 will get backlinks just from these high-powered websites. Why do I say high-powered? Because these drove the power up. And what made these kind of powerful? These drove the power up on those. What made these kind of powerful? These drove the power up on those. And in the future, what might I do with these? I'd put them up here because I'm going to create more websites at the bottom, backlinking those, which of course are backlinking the ones that backlink the ones that backlink the ones that backlink the ones that backlink the top ones. And can that go on forever? Yeah. We could have 1 million layers of backlinks through by the time we're said and done. How's that for nuts? Anyway, this is such incredible power. We can see, and we have the GPT tools and our own functions for automation necessary to ensure what? That we can't fail. We can create great content. We can append content. That is exactly how we can create this massive organic structure for you and then backlink through it or use quality expired domains. Aha. When you buy domains from auctions, they should already have this. So they should already have something. They should already have this happening down here. Does that make sense? They should already have it. Okay? There you go. I think you get the idea. All right. I'm going to break off. Give me a call anytime you want to start a project. Anytime you want to get a website flipping club project or a constant traffic flow, go to website-installer.com. Go to professional services. And right now, I just put this video up to kind of make the point. This is a website flipping club, and we're going to do another one for constant traffic flow. And it's the same thing. It's priced the same way. It just is a different point. Website flipping club is you're paying us to make one that we're going to sell and split the payment with you half and half. Constant traffic flow, you're paying us to build one for you for this price, but you keep it. You're not going to sell it. You're not going to flip it. And when you keep it, you're keeping it to drive traffic to you, and you don't owe us for the traffic. So it's your free organic center for lots of traffic. If you don't understand anything about it, watch this video. I'm sure I'll put like some more stuff in here to kind of add some more context. Otherwise, you'll see these videos on my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed on my YouTube channel, but you're interested in this kind of content, please subscribe and make sure to do it before you leave, because I don't know anyone else that pitches this stuff. We found it. It was a secret. These guys did not want anyone to see them doing this. I don't know anyone who's teaching this. And so there might be a few, but we are definitely the only guys I know who invented a website flipping club based exactly on this, getting the numbers up and selling the websites off. And then, of course, the sister project is constant traffic flow. It's the same thing, but you're building this up for your own business to drive traffic into your business. Or if you're reselling to partners or others or your own clients, then you're charging them and you're charging them retail, paying us wholesale to build that project for your clients to drive constant traffic to them. Okay, and you're making your money in the middle while we do all the work. Okay, there you go. Two big things. So subscribe if you haven't, so you don't lose track. Hit the notifications if you want, so that you're clear whenever we put out new videos, because this stuff happens pretty darn fast now. We've been really evolving, very much like this graph. So you probably want to stay in the loop and not forget about us, because this is better than Bitcoin investing. This is better than stocks investing. You can invest in Bitcoin or stocks, and if it goes wrong on you, you lost money and there's no way to deal with it. You invest here, there's plenty of ways to. If we create pages and it doesn't take off, we'll create more until it does take off. I mean, there's no such thing as an end to this. This is pretty good. Could you lose money? I suppose. You pay and over a year this doesn't happen, but no, I mean, we're all over this. This is our thing. So, and especially if you're coming in here, we want to make money. We're in it to make the money. This is nothing compared to the money on the flip, right? What are these things worth on flips? Because this is where we're headed. If you can get the income up, then the thing can sell for like 25 months worth, 30 months worth of what you get the income up for. And in our case, we don't need to get the income up, because a lot of people are going to say, yeah, whatever you were selling on there, maybe you were selling landscaping solar panel lights, but we're selling patio furniture and pool furniture that's a lot more expensive. So we'll make more money with your traffic. They want to know what kind of traffic, right? Cool thing is, 44,500 clicks a month on this site is worth basically 30,000 a month if you were paying per click. So if they were to buy this from us and prepay us for a year's worth of click and then just keep it as much longer as it makes them money, and they'll go to the bank, and so the payments they make to the bank on the loan are less than this, right? They're going to make money on this, even separate from the ads. They're going to make at least 2 income streams on this. But they would prepay us like $360,000, okay, for getting this to happen, okay? So you're making 180 grand. That is the point, not the 1,500. 1,500 is just to do the work, Nobody can retire on 1,500. Anyway, I think you get the idea. Can't wait to get you on board. And yeah, this is going to be our life until the unforeseeable future. This is where we're going now because this makes the most sense for all of our clients. Very few clients cannot benefit from the way we're setting up tools today. Even the guys that we want to backlink. If we want to backlink the locksmith guys, right? We can backlink them from a bunch of sites that we're creating where we have some way to discuss security, premises security, anything if it should come up, which will happen when what? That's the beauty of it all. We can do internal linking, cross-linking, hyperlinking, manual linking, keyword linking. So we can do any kind of linking we want through all the projects, and it'll do it in paragraph. And it'll do it with bullet points, not the headers. And that's beautiful. And so we got the table of contents, call to action, the top menu, the if you need us, click here, the link at the bottom, the sidebar, the exit pop-up, all of that can pitch us while still just being a massively powerful website for sale to anybody who wants to embed their own stuff. And we can even embed it for them as a compliment for when they buy the site from us so that they're ready to go that same day. They can just take over on the traffic that same day. How's that for cool? All right. Hope you find it interesting. And so come to website-installer.com, hit professional services. That's where you can go for that. Otherwise, subscribe if you haven't so you can stay in the loop. And I will see you soon. All right.